Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes, blind playthrough, and this is episode 13. And where we left off in the previous one, Nick and Rachel are fleeing from one of those vampire Wendigo beings. And this one looks... Let's run. This one looks like the Gutian, or whatever his name was, or what his people were called in the prologue. And I think maybe running was the wrong call. I don't know, this game feels like it's been one stretch of bad choices on my behalf. Cause... Shit. Of course I messed up the QTE. Yeah, mistakes have been made on my behalf during this recording. But it's not over yet. And it was blatantly obvious that that wouldn't kill it.
That was too close back there.
We're still breathing.
We've not all been so lucky.
All that matters is you're okay. Do we need to talk?
About what?
About us. I need to know what's happening with us. If I die tonight, I want to die knowing where I stand with you.
Is this really the
We have a
time?
future together. Eric was a good man. But he's gone.
Rachel. Do you love me?
My Marine has a heart.
You've been seeing each other for 3
like
weeks.
Answer me.
I do. I do love you.
I don't know. I'm not buying
I
this
can't lose you. Not now.
relationship talk. Is this really a time where you want to talk about things like this? You are fleeing from ancient
It's Jason.
vampire
He's alive.
Wendigo bat monsters,
We should go.
perhaps summoned up by
Let's go
a
find this.
Sumerian demon. And like, yeah, well, where do we stand? Are we supposed to get engaged now? 'Cause I need to call my parents. Feels a bit stupid, if you ask me, but... Well... Sorry, just need to get that out of my system, because I feel...
I've seen some fucked up shit in my life. Nothing comes close to this. They don't seem to be following.
Do you like to wait for them, or...
I'll need to be a smart
What is
ass.
this, Uncharted 2?
Move.
Because... Doesn't this remind you of the boss fight in the Tree of Life at the end of Uncharted 2, where you take on Lazarevich, finds Ledger Free, Van Houten. 29th of November. Many finds in the temple confirm our hypothesis that the temple was used for sacrifice. We know that a century-long drought afflicted the Akkadian Empire. The same dry spell that affected the Old Kingdom in Egypt. The drought caused the abandonment of many cities across Mesopotamia and drew the Gutian barbarian tribes down from the mountains to the plains, bringing them into conflict with the Akkadians. In this temple, we see evidence of an increasingly desperate attempt to turn the tide by appeals to the gods. Related finds: R6, black onyx, Mesopotamian, the third period. Onyx stones were symbolic of negative energy and of calamity, perhaps due to the belief that evil Udug demons inhabited the earth. R19, hold stone, Mesopotamian, the third period. The stone shows figures praying towards an eclipse. Combined with R6, the piece portrays an eclipse that presages a disaster. R32, ritual tablet, undated Akkadian. This clay tablet displays a scene of religious ritual. The bull headdress worn by the priest indicates a human sacrifice of acolytes, probably to read the future in their entrails. This suggests that the killings went beyond just Gutian captives. R73, battle tablet, clay tablet depicting a battle scene. The headpiece of the Akkadian warriors suggests this was a battle between Akkadians and Gutians. Reading the future in entrails. That is some nasty shit. And I'm just gonna pick this up because I accidentally pressed circle, and I want to make sure that there wasn't anything more to read. That was the first page. No, there was nothing more to read. Future in entrails. You gotta... Interesting. But yes, this looks a lot like the Tree of Life at the end of Uncharted 2, where you take on Lazarevich, the final boss, where you shoot the capsules of resin.
Cocoon? Looks like those things came from here.
That explode, those blue
When did you become a saint?
deposits of resin.
I'll teach you American science.
And in that game there were also these blue monster-like things that guarded the Tree of Life and the resin, because if you drank the resin you would become immortal,
Belongs to
more or less.
Randolph Hodgson. Maybe it's got some intel that could help.
That didn't help him.
Shit.
Page is torn out. Do we have here? Not much, it seems. An old pocket watch. I want to say it looks a bit like Elden Ring.
Sharpie's wife.
Their story didn't end so well. Jason,
What?
I can't end up like this.
Well, that's not my goal either. I will try my absolute best to get the rest of you out of here. When this temple falls, my wife and I will be unintelligible. I owe her that, at least. The portrait that I carry in my watch case is the Mary that I remember, not that unintelligible.
This was all Lady Bradshaw's doing. She knew all along what was down here. She led us to them. I found her below, hunched over the murdered corpse of Van Hoyten. As she turned to face me, I saw that she had changed. My hand fell to the closest weapon I could find, an iron tent peg. I stabbed her with the metal, impaling her in the heart. She died. Unholy screams echoed from deep below, as if answering the sudden release of blood.
All right. Well, let's see if we can escape that unintelligible. And Salim and Jason really feel like they could be. That's the most unlikely allies you could get, except for maybe like,
Wakanda.
Yeah, what you said.
what is this place? Was what he said.
What the fuck is this place?
Or maybe like Dar and Eric would be, or no, Dar and Mervin. And I thought about it when we met our good old friend the curator. Eric's death and him turning out the light. It might very well be that Eric is the first avoidable casualty I have suffered. Like Mervyn and Joey and Clarice,
Is this even real?
that they are like forced deaths. And Dar. Let's not forget about him.
We are being judged. God
So,
is punishing us all.
Jason, Salim, Nick, and Rachel are the
Names
4
of all I
people
have
I
left
can
in
get
this
out of this alive.
After my wife left us, I gave him my all. I wanted him to have everything I didn't.
Single parent. Tough fucking gig.
It is. But my boy has made me very proud. He's going to London, to university. If only he would stop stealing. I miss him so much. Is your conscience clear, Jason?
Green zone. Checkpoint.
What checkpoint?
Nick and I, we were caught in traffic. Checkpoint had been hit before by suicide bombers. There was a woman. She was carrying a bag. Fuck.
Tell me.
I ordered for her to stop, loud and clear, but she didn't. She just kept on walking. I had to make a call. Nick, he shot her dead.
Was she deaf?
What was in the bag?
Groceries.
I don't understand. Why didn't she stop?
She didn't hear me. She had fucking headphones on. This bullshit. I'm not here to honor the dead. Truth is, my life was going nowhere fast. I jumped at the chance to sign up.
We all have our reasons. They don't have to be profound.
Profound, huh? Those towers were hit. I was stoned out of my fucking skull. I didn't even hear about it till a week later. How's that profound?
Wow.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here.
You're serving your country.
That woman had a family, friends. She had her whole life in front of her, and we snuffed it out with a single bullet. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
I can hear
you're
you
gonna have to
thinking,
live with that guilt.
We're waiting for something to happen. Maybe we should take the initiative and make something happen.
What'd you have in mind?
We go inside there and we find a way to hurt them.
Really?
Those fucking things tried to fuck with our heads. They tried to kill us. But you and I, we're both standing. Start believing, Salim. We're gonna get out of here and see the sun again.
Is that what you truly believe?
Hoorah!
What on earth is that sound?
It's a Marine thing.
Oh. So, does that make me a Marine too?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, huh? Hey, whatever happens out there, I got your back.
We'll stand together. It's the only way.
All right. Well, I admire their optimism. 3:02 a.m. Well, they may not be completely effed. Hopefully not, at least. This looks like alien structure.
What is this?
They are most definitely aliens, yes. This is a spaceship. Yep.
Stay close.
I'm gonna end the episode right there, and I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.